If I give you $10,000 right now, would you buy Hbar? Because a lot of people in the last bull run would say, fuck yes, give me that 10 grand. This is the easiest 50x possible. And if I asked you that in the bear market, which we didn't know was a bear market, still people would say, fuck yes, give me that. Easy cash. But if I asked you now, a lot of those Hbar believers would say, nah, I sold. I didn't hold this on. Let me buy the next meme coin. Let me buy the next AI coin. Let me buy the next gaming coin. And that is absolutely fine. You get the choice to decide what you get to do. But the Jeffrey mindset comes into this when I thought about making this video. It was like, so you believed in it. Nothing changed. The fundamentals got stronger. The backers got bigger. The revenue got stronger. But because the price didn't reflect that, you decided to chase something that was already pumping. If you think about how that works, that is short-term dopamine. That is porn. That is jacking off. That is eating junk food. That is all this short-term dopamine. And chances are, it never works out. Now, yes, gaming coins, meme coins, they could do well in the bull run. They will. AI coins are going to do fantastic. But Hbar is still a strong coin. So I wanted to make this video to kind of give my updated version of Hbar. First of all, never sold the coin. Still holding the coin. Going to absolutely rip the fucking F out of this coin in the next bull run. And I cannot wait to do that. Nothing has changed. And nothing will change with Hbar unless something absolutely catastrophic happens. But nothing has changed, right? So people are always saying, hey, what happened with Hbar? About nothing. Nothing, bro. Nothing happened. It's the same game. So stop buying the coin because I've got enough. You guys know what I'm buying as I'm going through this video. I just have enough. I've already did the hard work, right? And fortunately, I bought a lot of it very, very high at 14 cents, as you guys know. But I've brought down that dollar cost average, and I've brought down that average entry price. I brought it down. It's not bad at all. So I'm ready. I'm just waiting for it. So that's the first thing. I got sent this. I'm not going to mention his name. One of my old mates, still a mate from the UK, but he talked about this, and this is what really spurred this video, right? So talked about Bitcoin going up, which obviously, as we know, it's up like 7k or 9k GBP or 9k USD, whatever. But on the other hand, the S&P 500 is getting wrecked, sure. But then he says, what are your thoughts on Hbar? Never responded well to the BTC jump lately. You'd expect most coins like this to follow like a sheep. When BTC goes, they all goes upwards. Hbar obviously went up, but not the scale I thought it would have, with Bitcoin nearly going up 7k in value. And somewhat that's true, but when I look at this in the last month, I'm like, are we looking at the same coin, mate? What are we looking at here? Like, it's up 25% in the last month. Like, did you want 100? Did you want 200? Did you want 50? Is this not good enough? Because again, people are only going to get sad about this. And again, I've learned the lesson. You're only sad about this if you bought here, you know, or if you bought here. Yeah, then it's like, fuck. Yeah, you have to either hold or start bringing in dollar cost average to bring up the average entry price down, or you have to move coins. It's up to you. So keep that in mind when I see these kind of questions. It's like, yeah, well, this isn't Rollbit, right? So if you guys been talking a lot about this coin recently because I love the model of the business behind it. Yeah, it's not done this. It's not done 6,000 odd %. If you look at last month in this coin, I mean, it's doubled it, and this coin's done phenomenally well. Is this what you wanted? Like, I don't understand how 25% is a bad jump. Like, it's absolutely fantastic if you look at it on the month, right? There's nothing wrong with this at all. If you look at it on the trading, by the way, guys, if you want to get involved with trading, the second link in the description, you can start trading coins like this. We've really bashing hard about trading recently because we are milking cash in a bear market. So if you guys want to get involved, it is absolutely sick in there. We're printing cash daily. So get stuck in there. If you're still a DCR, fantastic. But I'll keep going down this slide because, like I said, this didn't piss me off because, you know, I know what the end goal is with this, but it's like, fuck. The Jeffrey mindset will always get people, and this used to be me. So yeah, it's not going up, but it's up 25%. Like, what else can you say is not up 25%? Like, give me something in the real world outside crypto that is bad 25% in a month, let alone 4 years, let alone 10 years. You have to wait years, decades for that to get in that traditional investments. Like, how much do bonds give you? How much do those yield? I don't know. How much does your bank give you? I don't know. So again, 25% in the month. Hbar is not that hot at the moment as well, if you think about it. So what's really hot right now is we go through these narratives. It's casinos, gambling, AI, and gaming. This is all going to flow, and money always rotates, and then you'll see these coins start to go. And again, 25%. What am I looking at here? It's fantastic. Money always rotates. But wait for the bull run, right? We all know this is nice, this is cute, but we're here for the next bull run. This is absolutely fine. Now remember what Hbar is, and this is what sprung up this video again. It's like, hey, but what does Hbar do compared to most coins? Well, a lot. So obviously they're really pushing their stablecoin studio right now, which is obviously brand new. But again, you look at these numbers, and I'll give it a quick refresh because it looks a lot better. Like, the numbers move. It's kind of like cute. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at the actual numbers and read what they actually do. Like, it's one of, if not the top 5 projects, I think, in cryptocurrency that has, the use cases, but has actual backers. Not just what they say, not just CZ from Binance has maybe mentioned it on a tweet, not just Elon Musk has potentially leaked this about a meme coin. Look at the companies, brother. Okay? It's completely different, the level here. And these guys are not here to lose money. They're here to back big projects to see them do well. You can read about it. We all know what it does, the use cases, the ecosystem. Again, one of the biggest projects out there, along with QNT, along with some other plays that I'm obviously interested in talking about on this channel. But, nothing's changed. Like, they've only got better. It's just because the price hasn't reflected it that people are like, what the F's happened? Maybe I should have bought this coin. And then they start rolling over cash, and then eventually they come back to Hbar in the next bull run when it's bucking 50 cents. Think about that. They roll over cash at 6 cents, they buy something else, and they always miss it because they're always chasing the peaks. For example, if you look at Rollbit, right? Yes, it might cool down, whatever, but they go at that, and then that starts to take a dip, and then they go at that. You want to do the opposite, and eventually they get back to Hbar anyways when they were buying at 5 cents, but now they're buying at 50 cents. It's the same game. Fuck, it's absolutely crazy. So just remember what Hbar is when you're thinking about investments. Again, Hbar, there's always a chance that it might not do well on the bull run, but for me, it makes sense. For the risk/tolerance, for me, it makes sense. You have to do you. I'm never going to push a project on you. It's up to you. You guys don't even have to invest in cryptocurrency if you want, but chances are if you're watching these videos, you're going to do it eventually in the next bull run because you're going to be absolutely crazy. You're just going to have ultimate FOMO, but you won't make any money then. You have to do it today. Projects that suit your budget, active income that you can funnel in, you have to do it for yourself. Now, we know what's coming. We look at charts like this, and we can say, but this is just a 4-year cycle, Jake. And that's all you need to know. If you can just rinse and repeat these, you're going to be absolutely fine. Again, some coins will not flow perfectly well, but they don't need to, right? Bull cycles will always rotate down the caps, okay? As long as you're not buying some fucking crazy degen shit, you're most likely going to be fine. But there's always that one person that'll say, well, this degen coin did 1,000,000x. Yeah, for you, but for me, I cannot take punts like that on these tiny coins. You have to decide though. And again, you look at this, I think Altcoin Daily shared this, and it's very interesting. We talk about it, I think about it on the next slide, it makes it even better. The run will most likely try to confuse you. So I look at this on 2017's run, and you could pull this up in 2021 runs, the exact same. Obviously, you got the double peak in 2021, but this isn't just talking about Bitcoin. This is most altcoins had this. So you see how this if you zoom out far enough, it's just a straight line up. But if you zoom in on my face, you'll probably see a spot there. You'll probably see a little bit of hair that's way outgrown, right? Once you zoom in charts, it's the same game. You start to see blemishes, right? If you zoom out long enough, even further than this, if you didn't see these big arrows in that, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's bullish. You wouldn't know, you wouldn't see these red candles, right? It's only because these arrows are here that you start to, wait a minute, oh wait, there's a big dip there. Wow, there's a big dip there. Well, there's a huge dip there. Big dip there, big dip there, big dip there, right? But if you zoom out and these arrows didn't exist, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's just straight up. No spots in my face. We start zooming in, you start to see some blemishes. You start to say, oh wait, Jake's not as handsome as he says he looks. It's the same game, right? So, and when you really start zooming in, it's like, wow, there's a lot of dips in bull runs, right? And this is normal. This is shakeout. This is money being taken. This is big companies taking profits. This might be you taking profits. This is a lot of things going on, right? A lot of obviously fake stuff going on, like people pumping stuff as well, big players coming in and just trying to shake you out, right? That's going to absolutely happen this next bull run. But if you can survive this, okay, and understand, you should be taking profits up here as well. We talked about the 20% layering out in 5 chunks in your coins. This might be the first 20% for you. This might be the second 20%. This is the third 20%. This might be the fourth 20%. And you let the rest run and you have a little punt, right? But if you're holding all the way and just take out 20% here, well, this might be the top, right? So just remember, in a bull run, when we get there, you're going to have big drops and it's going to scare you, right? But remember when you invested. Remember the long-term game here. There has to be downs before there's up. And anything in life, when you go to the gym, there has to be pain. There has to be embarrassment of he's looking at me, she's looking at me. Oh, I'm too fat to go in here. There has to be that before you get the six-pack, right? And anything in life, the business that you start 6 months of making no money, mom and dad's like, get a job, blah, blah, blah. It has to be like that before you get that. Happens to me. I remember 2-3 years ago, even before the ecom days, like 6-7 years ago, it's like, Jake, when are you going to get a job? Like, I had a job, it's like, when are you going to start progressing up this ladder? But slow and behold, money starts coming in. Now I'm in Thailand, spending a shit ton of money, but can still afford anything. It's the money, and money keeps going up. Everything's became free without sounding like an arrogant 20-year-old. Everything's 20-year-old, mid-20-year-old. Everything's became free because no matter how much I spend, even in the UK, like there's always a positive balance at the end of the day. Now I'm not buying Lamborghinis, but it's the same game. So when you look at this on coins like your Hbar, you're going to see 50% drops, 70% drops, weather the storm, and you'll be rewarded in the end on anything you do in life. And the most that can relate to me is obviously the business one really relates to me, because I remember putting in even on this YouTube channel, I didn't need the money at the start. Now we need some money because we have, expenses, payrolls, etc. But it's like, I remember at the start when nobody was watching us. But these are the 38% drops. Nobody's watching. 1 view's watching. Mum's watching. I'm watching. Girl's watching. 3 views per video for months. Wait, is that a new viewer? That's a new viewer. That's a new viewer. That's a bull run, right? You have to go through the bullshit of people telling you it's not going to work, the business is not going to work, Bitcoin's a scam, Hbar's a scam. You have to go through that to see the beautiful ripeness of the cherry at the end. And I promise you, you will be rewarded. I promise you that. So what I'll say is, Hbar for me is an easy 10 to 20x minimum. That's what I'm playing this game for. I'm not playing the Hbar $5, $4. I was very, very, very bullish in the last round. It was my first rodeo. I really did not understand much. And maybe I still don't, but I'm a lot more conservative this time. And I think for me, I'm going to get the 10x on Hbar to mid 20x. It might go up higher, bro. It depends when you're buying, of course. But for me, I'm happy at that because, again, got a lot of cash in Hbar. But again, look at this. Found this. It's kind of a meme, but this is facts. So we zoom in on Lehman's Bell. It's like, hey, well, Hbar contracts 13x faster than Ethereum. Again, this goes back to the products, right? I love Ethereum. It's got a great product, but we actually look at the numbers here. 13x faster than Ethereum. Go to Mantis Arm. We go to Mantis Arm. Hbar is a BFT secure. Predictions fees, and there's no fees pretty much. Look at the tree. Not that tree. This tree. Hbar is carbon negative. What's on the horizon? Hbar 22 started smart contracts 2.0. Obviously, this was a little bit before. Get involved now. So this was obviously promoting the hackathon, etc. But it's funny when you look at this. It's like, yes, it's a meme. Yes, it's funny, but it's like, wow, the products that Hbar offers compared to the price that it's at now of heavily discounted. It's like there's a lot of shit going on here, and a lot of people are going to be waking up to this in 2025. Look at this. If you buy this in 2025, you're probably going to be buying at 60, 70, 80, maybe past $1. Maybe past $1. It's a lot better discounts back here. And again, when we were bashing on about it, 4 or 5 cents, get the DCAs in, it's never going to hurt you. But, to ask my mate here, I think we're looking at the long chart, buddy. Hbar's not pumping that much in the last month, 23%. I don't know how much you need. This isn't a bear market, remember. This is just baby numbers so far, and this is fantastic numbers in normal markets. So just because Pepe 6.0 is maybe up 100% in the last 3 days, sure, but I guarantee you never bought it. You're probably buying it right now, and chances are it's about to dump on you. Products for the long term, products for the next bull run is what you want to be invested in. That's just my thoughts on Hbar. I would love to know yours. I'll see you in the comments.